I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck. Let's fight.
Fight. Now it's a tougher fight. He's got to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away. Go out in the first minute. Stick.
And fight.
What they say now. I like to welcome everybody out to the Samurai. Indeed. Here we go, one side. Really neat. Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really neat. What you got? Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. So alive. So come on through. Big eyes looking like skies and binoculars. Two nights live singing by the opera house, but not in it. Just by it, someone alongside it. A long silence. A strong, vibrant, meditative song of guidance designed to raise islands sublime and save the assignments with warm regards and age kindness for today's climate. In the vein of gang violence meets the gang's demises, and it bangs, rises like wings on a plane, plus a pilot who can fly into the eye. Hurricane Irish stylish, same shoe in different sizes with evidences of the mileage and the growth. Top hats and coats, tuxedos and throats where the bow ties post. Folks look past the lower class blower of the notes and tell unspoke jokes as they approach what she'll never be inside. But she holds. Really neat. Very beautifully alliterated. A little battle raps for you. Little battle rap. Really neat. Very beautifully alliterated. What's up? Little battle raps for you. So come on through. The unamplified, fantasized land of the soon to be.
We're 20,000 leagues under the sea. Welcome to the Atlantis. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
Jai Opa. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia, by way of Sydney, an IBF cruiserweight champion of the world, Jai.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What? So here we go. Should be a good one. Straight left hand. Those counter punches have to hurt. Nice defense with that jab. Good counter punch. Do you believe what we're seeing? What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your corner man whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Parries that jab away. Counter punching. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Couldn't land that jab. Misses with the straight left. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
He misses with that straight left. Through the straight left, but did you see that? Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. And the big cat goes down. You can only take so much, and this guy wants no more. Well, the corner has thrown in the towel, and that will do it. The fighter not happy, but those are the rules.
Now what we gonna do right here is settle the score. Look around you. We got a whole room full of monsters. We gonna shut it down like this. Let's go.
Welcome to the WBC Arena. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers to ever lace up the gloves, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 1990, and he fights out of Harlem. Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with one.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
This is one of my favorite venues.
All right.
Get the right
I went
fight,
over
you
the
got a
rules.
night of fun.
What a great venue and what a great
And what I
matchup.
say you
Cannot
must
wait
obey.
for this one.
Good luck.
These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Looking to land the hook. That jab scores. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? He threw a punch and just got countered. These two fighters are made for one another. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice counter shot. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. They exchange punches. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Good counter punch. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. That jab misses. Beautiful counter shot. There's a counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Win the round.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. Just stay
Back out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
keep smart. Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there.
Get focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Just be smart. Just get your shots off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you...
Go out there and finish him. The jabs work.
And now you've let him get back into it. Now it's a tougher fight. And
Great work. Stay focused.
And there's the bell to start round 2. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A lot of fans know how quick these lighter fighters can be, but tonight, don't be surprised if these don't pack a lot of power as well. Nice counter shot. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. And he just missed with that left jab. You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
That jab doesn't find a home. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
The perfect counter lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. The charts action from both of these fighters. How about that time counter shot? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Robinson in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get that jab.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
It's off and don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's up.
Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't.
On what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter shot lands. energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Hard, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use blame overblown.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Those counter punches have to hurt. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. He got out of the way of that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
So they don't get complacent. You think this is too weak?
There's the bell for round 4. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That punch landed. Holding nothing back here in the round. Catch and shoot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. They'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talking about Robinson in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Forget about that round.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Just the same again.
Next round. I need you to focus on what you do.
You're getting your time in already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Start sticking.
On to the fifth we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And down goes Crawford.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we continue.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
He blocks the right hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Talk about Crawford in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then give it back the next round.
Great round, great round. Now relax, relax.
Round that is. Come on. You've let him back into the fight.
You aren't missing. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Twitch on. Get your boxing back together.
Let's start the sixth. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got a hustle now. He's got a bluff him.
Tried to score with a jab. That counter punch caught him clean. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
This can be so frustrating when you're in such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Good counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter punch. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Just misses with that jab. Well done with that counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. A perfect counter shot. In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right.
Good work, that's it.
And there's the belt for round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think them. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket them.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? I want to think of holding on here for a minute. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter punch. Threw the hook, didn't land. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. The straight right just misses. His stamina is off the charts. Perfect counter shot. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, this round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Crawford in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on. You've let him back into this. You're better than this, kid. Go back out there.
Round 8, and we're off again. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have the quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to the fight.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he pulls you down.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Incredible work rate. Oh, what a punch. The straight right just misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Can't land the jab there. The straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. These scorecards were all over the place, but in the end, I think the right athlete won.
A split decision, you know what, I feel sorry for the loser because heart and soul was laid out right there. Everything was left in the ring. There's no regrets, and we had a good time as well. They did the work, we enjoyed it.
The weather couldn't be more perfect. Sunny skies as we get set to rumble here at Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali. He stands 6'3" tall with a 78-inch reach. Up against them, Tyson Fury. He stands an imposing 6'9" tall with a reach of 85 inches.
I'll always go for reach every time over anything. If you've got reach, touch with speed, nobody's going to touch you. But someone that can get in close, that has the power to...
He is the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali. What? The Gypsy King, Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only 3-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
An open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, when you've got fights in there that really believe they're going to win, that's when the action happens.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. The build-up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. What a punch. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punching. Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. The straight right just misses. That counter shot lands. That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Counter punch right up the middle. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't...
Here we go. It's round 2. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. And he he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They've got a big reach advantage here. Let's see if they can take advantage.
You've got to use what you've got. I've got a long reach. I use it all the time. Use the speed. Frustrate and make him walk into a shot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Ali in that last round.
Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special.
Out there, I need you to win this round. Put your mind back.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That hook was off target. Good counter punch. Big swing and a miss with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Just missed with that jab. Jab misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to...
Great round. Now relax.
Here we go to the 4th round. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
These are not...
Forget about that one.
On to the fifth we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
That counter punch caught him clean. Right hook won't score. Nice slip to avoid the jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. That uppercut misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down.
Focus, get your mind back on the draw.
Here we go in the sixth round. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round.
What are you
We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
This is when you talk about championship material.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You've led him back into this. You're better than this.
Here comes round 7. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Straight right just misses. Couldn't land that jab. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Can't land that jab. Good defense blocking that right uppercut. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Trying to land that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on, breathe.
Round 8, and we're off again. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an early light? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
Nice counter shot. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Stamina is off the charts. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just misses with that left uppercut. Down goes Fury. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out right there.
The 3 judges agree, and we've got a unanimous decision.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan, what a result.
Generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's then roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's then roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer, them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's then roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy, them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday engine, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make peace with me. Sit at the table and eat with me. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's then roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's then roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher, true man I leading, call me a leader.
You are the sweetest thing